Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
hey.
Peace, everybody. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lighthouse of the Flight Room Podcast. This is episode 54. I'm with my brothers today, Remy Please, Paul Shack,
What's up?
Simo. And it's been a big week in music. Two icons came together, did a track on DJ Khaled's album. DJ Khaled like to get some of the biggest artists together on his album. So he got Jay-Z and Nas together. What's your outlook on the song? What y'all think? Did it work between them? Do you still sense there's a level of competition? Like, what's your overall outlook on that whole album?
The synopsis, they need to do a fucking joint album and stop bullshitting.
Sure. Yeah.
Because
the people
every
been
time
waiting, right? The
people every time they link up, they should be like a home run. So why not? Y'all both the quote unquote king of New York. So knock that shit out. Y'all both done. Well, Nas ain't really done like group projects or dual projects, but Jay-Z has definitely done dual projects. So just go ahead and knock that shit out, bro. Music needs it.
Yeah, I love it. I love how they flow like real mellow, but that shit hit hard. Like I feel like both of them can do that like easily. They can slow the tempo down to whatever the music is, and then just hit like just hard ass bars. Like I guess my best verse was when Jay-Z said the haters ain't even get used to the first beat. Now I got the second beat. And talk about the triple B, and then Beyonce was like,
"Yeah, I know, yeah."
That shit was that shit was.
And that went over a lot of heads, though.
It did.
I'm sure that went over a lot of heads.
He basically twice over now, and then his lady started, singing in that track. So that was dope.
I gotta listen to it again. I ain't really get a good.
Yeah, you gotta listen to it, bro. You gotta listen to it, and it's not even it's not Jay-Z. Long, you know what I'm saying? It's not a long ass song. It's just like real quick,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What you gonna say, Mark?
And even from my perspective, like Jay-Z ain't really lost the step. He don't be dropping music as much as he used to, but when he came on that track, he still sound like he better than just as good or better than almost everybody in the game. He's still getting y'all with the triple entendres, double and triple entendres. Basically, that whole verse was just double and triple entendres. Like that's basically all he was doing. My favorite line was the joint when he was like intermittent fasting. What did he say? He said, "But I meals, I ain't missing none." He said, "Yeah, well, I'm intermittent fasting meals. I ain't missing none." That right there could have went over his too, but yeah. That shit was
I feel like his verses, his like feature jumps, his guest appearances, like lately, the past 2, 3, 4, 5 years, is like they be like so vicious. It'd be like I don't know. I don't think we used to get like detailed, like so structured verses on like his album projects like that. I think like he really be in his trick bag when he come out. When he come out the shadows and lay some a guest appearance, he really lay that shit.
Yeah,
so it just got like.
But that's why he still got that prestige, like because he don't drop all the time like that. So it's like when Jay-Z dropped, it's like you listen to every word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anybody Nas on that jump. We had a poll. Yeah. We had a poll on.
He did.
I mean, it's always competition. If you're on somebody's track, your goal is to make good music, but it's also to flex on your constituents. But
and I always think that it's respect when the best verse go last. You know how it is when usually it's kind of like track. It's kind of like track. Like what I'm saying, the last person usually is the fastest.
The final leg,
yeah. So it's like they get a best verse. That shit better be fire. I feel like Jay-Z do come through every single time. That's how Lil Wayne was. Like every fucking track, Lil Wayne would be on the last leg.
That's a good one.
Light that shit up. But if y'all notice too, that the hook was like so average. Listen to it again. Like I don't even know who sings the hook. They don't even give him credit on the
song. James Fonalore. He's been around.
He's all right, but that shit sound like so like I could have sung that shit. Like so average. And that's how.
Yeah, I know. That's how
this shit was fire because the hook. I don't even remember the hook. Sorry, not sorry, or something like that.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of went group. I kind of went back. I said I skipped the hook.
Exactly.
Went straight to the verses. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep. So they held that shit down because I don't even remember that shit.
But yeah. All right, so enough of that. We are moving into festival season. We're talking about music. And I don't know, like if you could build the perfect festival conditions, festival lineup. I mean, I do got a graphic here. Like, and you only were granted, was this $15 out of this group? Like, how would you lay it? I think I'm gonna jump out there first. First and foremost, like I think absolute must, even though it's $1, you need perfect weather. Because ain't nobody gonna be out there cold, windy, rain, mud. You know,
that's
how Made in America that one year, that shit was straight up muddy. So that's one. So I'm left with $14. I'm going up to the $5. Let me get Hove. Let me drop to the $4. Let me get Future. I want to have a good, all around things. So I'm at what, $9, $10. So I got 15 left. Let me go and get let me get Pharrell. Maybe gonna have some guest appearances because he's a super producer. Has some guest appearances. And let me get a nice little $2. Let me get SZA because you're gonna bring out, the right type of females I want there. Couple little baddies, you know what I'm saying? Yep. So that's $15 right there. But I think first and foremost, you want that perfect weather. And I don't want no free booze. That sounds like a problem. That's bitch gonna be shutting up before it gets dark. So free food. If it said free food, I would fuck with that. If it was free food, I would fuck with that. But if it was free booze, hell no. I see y'all doing math too.
So I go with my turn. I got mine out already.
Like shit.
I had.
Go ahead, Simo.
I went with the perfect weather. One.
Yeah.
I went with Wiz Khalifa, also one.
Okay.
And then I went up to the $2 snag Drake.
I'm going home.
Then I got Thugger. Then I got Thugger, Future, and Free Booze. And this the Up and Smoke Reloaded tour. That's what this is. It's the Up and Smoke Reloaded tour right here. Thugger, Future, Drake, and Wiz. And good weather and free booze. It might be a problem out there.
You go to jail.
It might be a problem out there.
They about to shut that shit down.
I'm gonna do mine. All right, so I'm gonna start at the bottom. I'm gonna go with Currency, and I'm gonna go with Perfect Weather. Then I'm gonna go with up to the 5s, and I'm gonna go with Jay-Z and Outkast. So that's that's 12.
That's 12.
And then in the 3s, and then I'm gonna go with Pharrell in the 3s. So that'll be my 15.
Okay.
Is Currency the Batman in the bottom left corner?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out who the hell that was.
Yeah.
It was
who's at the bottom right though?
Exactly.
Right? That's Playboy Cardi.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
who's this in the middle? We sound old. Who's this in the middle of the $2 jump? Who's that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's the only person I don't know in this bitch.
Yeah. Oh, that's that girl Dua Lipa, right? Dua Lipa.
Is that her?
Dua Lipa. Is that her? Hey, she be having smashes though. She'll.
It's one of them UK
damn song she dropped.
Let me see.
Yeah, she got connections because she be having features like shit.
I
thought
that was the other lady.
I'm gonna go with first of all, Perfect Weather. Gotta have perfect weather. I'm gonna go with SZA. I feel like she fire. She got a whole following. Jay-Z at 5. I'm gonna get Future on there too. There's actually, I think it's like 1 or 2 collabs with Jay-Z and Future, so they might do one together. Childish Gam on that joint. Where he at? He number
2.
Yeah, so I still got a couple more. Let me see. Childish Gambino, he probably active fool on the stage, get everybody rowdy. And then Wiz, of course. I actually went to maybe 2 of Wiz's joints, and his fans is like super followers too, man. And it'd be real mellow because everybody be
Taylor Gang.
And then I think that's it. Yeah, that's 15 right there. Yep. So wrap it up. That's
Nobody messing with Travis Scott.
Hey, I say one thing that's underrated though is that area for tall people. Cause I say like sometimes I've gone to shows and I can just feel people being blown when I come around. Like I can tell you like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That shit is like, you know, that's a real thing. It would be like that though, for real.
I think No Teens Allowed is kind of a sleeper too. Like who the fuck?
Yeah, I should have picked that. I should have picked that one.
Yeah,
that's $3. Yeah.
No Teens.
That's $3. Yeah.
But yeah. All right, so No Teens Allowed, and let's say
Free booze.
All right, about 10 years ago, maybe a little more. 10 years ago.
I think 10 years ago was when they started the lawsuit, but you're right. It was probably before that.
No, I'm saying like 10 years ago. We was kind of like young men. We wasn't quite teenagers. But here's a super hypothetical, right? If you yourself could call yourself 10 years ago in the past, what would you say?
Buy Bitcoin.
I was going to say
right now.
Crypto.
If
That's
you could,
number one.
Yeah. If you could 10 years ago call yourself and be like, bruh, you only get 1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute to call yourself. What you saying?
I feel like I would. One of them would have to get rich, Jane. So it would have to be like crypto or stocks information. That'll take like
lottery, the lotto,
right? And then the next would probably be because I feel like I'm not sure if y'all feel like this, but I had a lot of free time when I was in fucking high school. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a lot of free time. I was on the basketball team. I played football, but I still felt like I had a lot of free time during the summer and shit. So I would tell myself to like, you know, like just travel, discover more, possibly read more books, you know what I'm saying? Listen to more music, history, like almost like, you know what I'm saying? Like be cultural, be more cultural as I was in high school. Cause there was a lot of time that, you know, I know I spent wasted just chilling and hanging around. So yeah, and then you know, these days in your 30s, you're like, damn, I wish I had time. You know what I'm saying? Because you're always doing something. And I feel like the more you do up front, the less you got to do when you're older. So yeah, I would kind of talk to myself and tell myself, you know, maybe even try to get everything done like before I turn 20, so I can have fun in my 20s.
Y'all making it sound a little too easy, because like, if you pick up the phone and you talking to an older version of yourself, you ain't got a lot of time. It's a minute. You got to convince yourself you're actually talking to yourself. So I'm like, nigga,
I know my voice.
You have like a birthmark here. You know what I'm saying? You got to make something super relatable first on the phone, so you know, like you really got his attention. Or I mean, you got yourself attention. But I'm gonna tell myself like every single Super Bowl winner for like the next 10 years, I'm gonna tell myself, you know, invest in the Bitcoin, whatever, cryptocurrency, whatever big stock market move or real estate crash, shit like that. I'm like, get out a pencil, write the shit down, shut the fuck up.
Get a recorder.
Yeah, you have no time to talk. Like, write the shit down. Like, trust in me. And also just I don't know, just get out and live your life. Yeah, don't be trapped in the everyday of I don't know. Like, you really gotta get out there and get it. So
what would you tell yourself to convince yourself that you were yourself?
Remember the time
You skinned your knee at the basketball park or some shit.
I would say like I don't know, like the most wild shit. Like only I would know.
Only you would know. Yeah.
You gotta convince yourself off break.
Oh shit.
Because otherwise, knowing me, I'm like, nigga, what?
Right. You gotta be prepared. I might have to like study up for what to say.
It's a call. It's not like a text. You can actually read it every time. Like get a pencil right now. We have no time to waste. We have 30 seconds.
That's dope.
Yeah, I probably tell myself to invest in myself. Definitely spend money on things that work for me better than just being a consumer and just buying sneakers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Simple shit like that. What else would I say? I probably tell myself protect your energy. Don't like be telling everybody your goals and your plans and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just focus more on the task at hand. You know what I'm saying? What else would I say? Yeah, eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? Prepare for the future. Always have a goal and a plan. Like every day you wake up, have some sort of goal. Don't just be like y'all was saying earlier. Don't just be chilling and hanging. You know what I'm saying? Always got something that you trying to accomplish. And yeah, other than that pretty much it. Because I think those things pretty much work themselves out. If you keep that in order, you'll eventually get what you want. So yeah, that's all.
Hey, so yeah, my man's making a good point. Yes, you hear us talk about money, and he's saying do it now. And I guess ask yourself the same question 10 years from now, and you are motherfucking right. So, yeah.
Right, that's a good point though, because it's gonna be the same answer.
Touche, my man. Yeah,
so
I guess, yeah.
That's a really good.
I guess, like, yeah.
Another 10 years. There's no like I guess there's no point. Like it's always a chase. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can never have too much money.
So, yeah. So whatever you want to accomplish 10 years, tell yourself to do that shit now and how to get to it.
Because just imagine like 10 years before, you know what I'm saying? Like you was 25 or whatever. You're 25 and you fucking millionaire already, but you don't got no substance or no character or what to do with it. So it's like you need to understand, you need to be studied up on what's happening in the industry in your time period. So it's like you gotta tell all of that in like that 1 minute, like bro, like you need to study up. You need to make sure you tripling in your money because that shit could be gone quick. So yeah.
Oh damn, it'd be even crazier if you write a book. If you write a book in the now time and then tell him, in 10 years you're gonna read this book that we wrote.
Damn. And everything that's gonna happen, and then he get the year 2020, and he like, what the fuck?
Right. And then at that point he knows what to do with the success.
Yeah.
So
he be like, all this shit ain't happening.
The thing is, a lot
bro.
The thing I realize, like when you get older, you realize that you actually had the potential to do these things the whole time. You just didn't have the mindset. You didn't just have the knowledge or the awareness, but you could have been doing the same shit if you just had the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, if you was getting that information 10 years earlier, you would be, so much way further ahead just in general. You know what I'm saying? It's just information at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's really what a lot of people just be missing. That's all that should be. But what about you?
And add on to that, I would say, well, I was just saying the Bitcoin, and I definitely would have said Bitcoin, invest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. That I would have wrote down the Mega Million winners, at least 5 of them joints. I ain't gonna get all the money. At least 5 of them. All that, and we should be good after that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, money all across the board.
If I'm telling myself Super Bowl winners, if you play the shit at the beginning of the season, not just on Super Bowl Sunday, but if you playing the future bet every year, ooh-wee.
Yeah, that's really
this man Randall is a gambler. He said, ooh-wee.
Give me them odds every year. Every year, give me them odds. But yeah, that's
I'm with it.
The whole time warp, time lapse, and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we could talk about.
Well, speaking of time, you know, some things don't
Yeah.
always last forever. You know what I'm saying? Including you know, even if you one of the richest people on the damn planet, even they can get divorced. You know, some people might think money might, you know, keep your relationship going, but sometimes that it clearly ain't the issue. So Bill Gates and his wife Melinda Gates broke up or they got divorced. I wish I overall look out like that because we talking about, you know, the richest, some of the richest people on the planet. So it's just kind of interesting to see that people, you know, go through the same shit everyday people go through.
I find it interesting. I still don't really have a opinion or anything, but I just want to say I do find it interesting, especially as old as they are. You know what I'm saying? Are they going to get back out on the dating scene? You know what I'm saying? They got to be like in their 70s or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying? Rode it to the wheels fell off, but damn, you 70 now, and like you really about to get back out here. And yeah, I don't, and then there's, you know, the conspiracy, you know, we like our conspiracy theories and all that stuff. So I'm like, is there something else behind this? You know what I'm saying?
Gotta be. Gotta be.
Was she not, you know what I'm saying? Was somebody not liking all the flack they getting on the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and all that? You know what I'm saying? Or what have you? I don't know. Yeah. But, I still don't know yet. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, one of them could be he owns now 2/3 of the farming industry and the whole.
So you think that was the tipping point?
And you know, I don't know what he plans to do with that, but y'all know how much pesticides and all of that shit that gets sprayed on your food and your vegetables and your fucking fruit and shit, man. I don't know, man.
If this nigga buy Monsanto, like, you already know what's up.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. It's kind of like Marcus said, man. It's like, you know, money can't buy you love. Like you'll get somebody that stay with you maybe for a little bit, but that shit ain't love. I you know, they've been together for a long ass time. Like Corey said, they're fucking 70.
Yeah, before he was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some love there, but I think it might have been some type of breaking point. Like something might have happened where she just ain't agree with that shit. Like it might be a character thing. It might be, you know what I'm saying, he's devoting more of his time to everybody else. That's the thing too, because you know, spouses could
a morality thing.
Right. It could be a morality thing, it could be a jealousy thing. I have no idea. I do know, if y'all read the article, it did say that Bill Gates was going to his ex's house for about a week.
Oh shit!
So like for
it is,
yeah. every year he would do that. So I'm curious, like what
every year
about? Yeah,
for a week.
Yeah, what's that
shit? Oh shit! They out here, they tripping, boy.
Right, and that, you know how long they was married, so for that to happen like every year, bro.
Was that his hall pass?
Right, was that his hall pass for a week?
Right.
That's not like a hall pass.
She's tired of giving that hall pass.
Right.
Hell no.
You don't look like he was sleeping. That's probably hall pass.
Did y'all see
why now? But
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why? If that's
exactly.
If that's the reason, like, let's just say that's the reason why she was like, you know. But after 27 years, he was like, well, whatever. How long they've been married? It's like, why now? We did like it's the tipping point. You know what I'm saying? Ain't like I don't know.
It's too late.
I don't know what 70
It's too late in the game, man. Didn't they little message they sent out to the social media was like, we would appreciate it if everybody respect us in this in our new chapter, a new chapter of life or whatever. I'm like, what new chapter? Y'all niggas is 80 years old. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all doing?
I don't get.
But he in the news every day.
I understand. Like you were saying, Corey, like they about to get it back on the dating scene.
Nah. All right, so like I did a little digging. You know me. I get
what you got?
I get a little I get a little obsessed sometimes. So who else had a high profile divorce recently?
Jeff Bezos, which is her best
Amazon.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos. And he's still the richest.
So there's apparently some type of loophole, right? Who got the echo?
I hear me? I got my headphones.
I'm good now.
Okay. Apparently, there's some type of loophole where, here we go. You can liquidate, the amount of shares that you hold in the company through divorce. So he's allowing her to take all this money, out the company and get it, straight up cash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, through the stocks, right?
Right.
So, yeah, okay.
Right. And it's
Balling.
ironically enough, both of them, Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates, are using the same divorce lawyers. So this is kind of like some type. It's a form.
That's the lawyers for people with money. That's all. That's all that tells me.
Yeah, but maybe they just gave him the blueprint. Like Bezos did it first, and then
like clearly,
just following up.
Yeah, he was like, "You ain't got Bezos money, but I guess we can work with you, Bill Gates. I guess we can work with you. You got a little money."
Shit. But the thing, this is like damn near insider trading. People go to jail for this shit.
What does it sound like? What does it sound like? Actually, yeah.
So it's made. I mean, I think for the most, like, do you think like those two are really, intimate? Are they really, you know what I'm saying? Or they're just business partners at this point? If he going out there, country to country, hanging,
it could have been like that for a while now.
That's what I'm saying. Hanging with Jeffrey Epstein, you out there, you doing all this shit, frolicking, and you visiting your old junk once a year. Like, is it really a marriage, or is that your business partner? I mean, it's for it's Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation that's making all this money, and y'all riding off of that. And then now there's a loophole where you can liquidate all of the your shares that you have in the company, and have a free pass and just get your way out of there. So,
I don't know. A question though: do y'all even think, just generally, outside of just Bill and Melinda Gates, just in general, do y'all think like real rich and powerful couples, are they all business partners? Like, do you think it ever gets to a point where the relationship ain't even about the love and companionship? Like, y'all just focused on getting the money? Because you guys think if you get to that heights of levels, I'm thinking your brain is a more mindset, even as a couple, is always on just getting money and expanding and shit. So I don't know. I think a lot of these relationships, and they probably, a lot of these damn relationships like this probably be open. They probably be having open marriages like shit because they just too fucking powerful just to keep fucking each other.
Right.
Eventually, it's like, think about that shit.
A wise man once said, the Supreme once said, it's cheaper to keep her. So
cheaper to keep her, baby. Cheaper to keep her.
I mean, image is good for your overall image. Just the image, and when you walk into a room, and this is
look at them.
My wife, and you just makes you look professional.
Just like off of
whatever,
Ozark. Off of Ozark, they had all the marriage problems, but if they present themselves like a good standing couple and stuff like that, they can make moves in the community.
You can't just walking up in here a gigolo with money,
right?
Like that.
The thing is, if people. If you try to deal with people and they see the instability in your relationship, they're gonna be like, how the fuck they gonna work together and handle our money, and these motherfuckers can't even get along? Like, you know what I'm saying? So make all the sense in the world.
All right, so somebody kind of broke it down. In a divorce, assets have to be split up. When stocks are a part of those assets, they would need to be given to the spouse. That spouse can then sell their stock without any restrictions imposed on the CEO or making the market nervous. So they try and keep it steady because I think they're predicted to be like another inflation. I don't know. They about to have another stimulus. But the assets
run it back one more time. All
right. In a divorce, assets have to be split up. When stocks are a part of those assets, they need to be given to the spouse. The spouse can then sell their stock without restrictions imposed on the CEO or making the market nervous. The asset has now been liquidated with the most efficiency and can be laundered back to the CEO or whoever they need to pay.
Laundered back.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand how you can sell a massive amount of shares and the market not get, antsy or whatever the word was they used.
Maybe just, I don't know. I think like when you get to that level, you sway the market, and also like you have like insider information of what the market may be doing. So maybe she's getting out now before it plummets. I don't know.
So some here, so some there, or whatever. here and there, whatever.
Do you think it's her, or do you think it's like he knows something?
I think it's both of them. If they have the same lawyer that Jeff Bezos have, like maybe like this is like some type of loophole because not to prequel our next topic, but right after that divorce, Bezos' wife, like she just started pouring money into foundations and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like they might have had a talk.
It's a business decision.
Decision talk. Like, hey, instead of me shelling out all my cash, I got this, and this stock options, and you can just cash out. Blah, 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 boom. We don't gotta have no issues. We don't gotta split the house and all that shit.
Right. We can eat. They can actually make more this way, right? They can make more. Yeah. So it's like you are your own entity now. I'm my own entity. Your bill, I'm a lender. You get your money. I get my money. One hand wash the other. Both wash your face. Shout out to Jadakiss. But yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a business agreement for
man. Sure. Yeah, this is some Marty and Wendy shit to the times 10.
So I got a quick question on that aspect. Do you think that there's going to be any mingling of monies after they break up officially, like just business wise? Like, hey, now you got this. You know what I'm saying? You just cashed out $300 million. Let's pour it into something else so we can, increase this. Like,
yes.
I think the stock option. I think that stock stuff is just probably like on the next virus. I think that stock stuff is just like Microsoft, but I mean, their names are on Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So
right.
I think definitely they're still gonna be making, and they got kids, don't they? They got kids together, right? So I'm pretty sure they're definitely gonna still try.
I know they're ugly ass couple. I do know that.
Boy,
she I don't like to really say this, but she looked like a man.
I thought it was just me. I was like,
I bet if you give her a chest pass, she'll catch that shit. She catch that shit. She probably got strong ass hands.
All state PG County, baby.
strong ass, a firm handshake. That lady looked like she got a firm handshake.
Charmel commented on that
shit. I guarantee she got a strong handshake.
Harsh.
Well, yeah, man. I don't know. So, I mean, Bill Gates is Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is Bill Gates. So I want to pass none of this shit. And this shit is like always, months, years in motion. So
manipulation.
Yeah, they gotta check all these boxes to get shit they want done. Like nothing, none of this shit is like, oh my gosh, today's the day. Like I hate the way he fucking chooses cereal. Like I don't think it's none of that shit. I think it's
that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Like at this point, you're used to what you're used to. Like what the fuck?
And then like think of the amount of times that we've seen this motherfucker Bill Gates in the last 12, 13, 24 months. Like I've never seen him as much, in the media, on the message boards, on YouTube videos. I've never seen him, this much in like the previous 20 years I was alive. So yeah, I don't know. Something's up with this shit. Something's up.
There's gonna be some shit coming back in the news like in 2-3 months too.
Yeah,
so been quiet.
Whenever she's selling, I want to sell. So
exactly.
Yeah.
He been quiet though. He ain't the big man on campus no more. It's a couple Bammers out here with money now. Couple Bammers popping up every day with money.
I mean, money is one thing, but he got influence. If he's on TV every day, so.
Yeah, he got influence. But I'm talking about we got a young Elon out this joint. This man is shooting rockets.
Allegedly.
Space and shit. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? We'll see. I do feel like there might be something coming down the line.
Down the pipeline.
But this is too old. It's too old for this shit. You too old. Just retire.
You probably can't get all right. You can't even borrow. You can smash none at that age. What you gonna do? Look at it.
Exactly. That's why they Exactly. That's why they all want to be in politics. They all want to be president of the United States and senators and shit. They ain't got shit else to do.
You can't even hit nothing. You're gonna look at it. But yeah, Shaq, you kind of brought something up on our like pre-production meeting. That sound fly. Our pre-production meeting about how Bezos' wife was like funneling money to HBCUs, and I did like this like went under my nose. As far as like HBCUs in Maryland got a whole bunch of money, and can you like run us through that, Shaq?
Yeah, so Bill Hogan signed off on $577 million for the 4 historically black colleges, and those 4 were Morgan State, Coppin State, Bowie State, and Maryland Eastern Shore. And so the reason why is because they had to go through a whole rendition of judging what the issue was, and these 4 colleges have been saying for the past 10 years that they're strategically underfunded. And so like with Maryland, you're supposed to be distributing the funds evenly or proportionally, and that's how all of the lawsuits started. So it seems like they finally awarded $577 million. So they're going to split those between the 4 colleges, rightfully so. But I know when we were going to college, man.
So hold up. Where's the money coming from? Like as far it's coming from Amazon or whatever. No, I'm lost.
No. Remy was just talking about Jeff Bezos' wife when they got divorced. She was just distributing money to historically black colleges, for like charity shit. But this is coming from the state.
Oh, so this is the state, okay? And they're saying the state wasn't dividing it up right or whatever.
Right.
Giving okay, gotcha.
Just think about that. When we was going to college, just think about, what I'm saying? Think about some of the professors you had, or just like some volatility in your
Bama's talking about you're not gonna BS me, BS you.
I know I had some good professors, and you know what I'm saying, to this day I say that they was good professors, but I also had some badass professors, some of them that I couldn't even understand.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I know I wasn't the only. How you gonna teach math and I can't even understand what you said?
They couldn't speak English. You told the ones that like couldn't even speak English, right? I had about at least 3 professors that you couldn't even understand what they were saying.
Like legit, Like, I was like, huh? What did you just say? Like, it was bad, bro. And I wouldn't be surprised.
I couldn't understand my English teacher. I couldn't understand my English teacher, nigga. How you got an English teacher? You can't even understand what they saying. That shit ain't make no sense.
It was bad, bro. It was bad. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was a result of the underfunding. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna get people? How you gonna teach? And you can't, and they can't speak English. Like their accent is so heavy.
And I feel like all our professors like part-time employees.
Yeah,
like they all had like other jobs.
Yeah,
like I gotta be my other job,
right?
I gotta go.
I gotta get out of here, dog. I gotta get out of here. No questions.
Right.
I gotta get out of here.
Those niggas in like FedEx uniforms teaching us.
No,
I'm also campus security. I gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. These niggas, I gotta get out of here.
Even in the cafeteria, y'all think in the cafeteria, that's why we used to have those like little potluck meals sometimes where you could just tell they were just throwing shit together.
More than that, they was like, wasn't that like work release or some shit like that?
They was jiving out. They was jiving like roughing that joint.
Yeah,
it might be.
I swear it was.
It might be. It might be.
I swear it was.
But that's crazy though. Y'all know in the past like 2 years, like Bowie State been getting money, bro.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, I'm like, I roll by like, where did all this fucking money come from? God damn, we are almost Ivy League out this joint. All right. Yeah, money.
What is it? That 3D? It's like a 3D animation joint.
Right. Yeah, and they got buildings and
shots.
What the fuck you need that for?
We had one. We had one KFC / Pizza
But
Hut
remember,
joint, and then we
Yeah,
same jump.
that's
But
when
you
they
go to
first
other
started.
schools, they got a whole
That's when
cafeteria.
everything.
That's when they first started building up. Because I think our freshman year was like the first year of Bowie Place. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. So that's when they actually
Yeah, it
really
was.
first started
Yeah.
expanding. Like, they built
Yeah.
the technology building while we was there. The technology
Yeah.
building got built. A couple other shit that got built while we was there.
Mhm.
I don't think they
Yeah.
get
I
a
remember
pass.
that. Y'all trying to give him a pass? All right.
Nah, they need to funnel that
I
money
ain't giving
back
them a
this
pass.
way. They need to funnel that. If we was living through those dire situations,
Yeah, we literally-
so they need to funnel some of that.
He
Give us
said-
some student loan forgiveness.
All we had was the
That's
KFC
what I'm
twist,
Yeah.
the KFC twister. That was it. That's all we had was a little
And them,
twisted ranch sandwich.
Them
I want to
sauceless
be. I
hot
want to
wings.
be reimbursed. Like I want to get tuition on top of tuition. I
Right.
need to be paid for this shit. For adverse conditions.
Right.
I guess they get. I need to go back in that joint. I want to see if they got some new restaurants in that joint. That was all they had. There was a KFC joint. And,
The KFC / Pizza Hut, and they always had attitude.
he said they always had attitude.
Yeah, the
Oh,
stalker.
you go. What was it? What was it? They had the little,
yeah,
the little convenience store in not Holmes,
Haley.
but
The C-store.
Haley. What was it? Little convenience store
Haley.
down there with the subs,
Mhm.
C store and shit.
Them soggy
That
ass
was it.
wet subs.
Let me
said
get
they
some
work
banana
that
peppers on there.
Huh? Them
Yeah,
wet
it depends on
subs.
who's making that shit. It would depend on who's
Is
making
it?
Huh?
You had to
I think
drain them.
you said were they the
You said the
best
sub
subs?
was moist.
Man, that's my
Oh,
pet
that's what you
peeve.
said.
My pet peeve is wet bread, bro. What
wet,
bread?
wet subs.
Joint. Oh boy.
That's it. Oh god.
Oh man.
Those are
All
good
right.
times. They're good times.
All right, so speak about HBCUs. The NFL draft just passed, and not a single brethren was drafted from an HBCU. Not one single Broham was drafted from an HBCU. Out of all these schools, all this talent, predominantly black talent being drafted, none came from a historically black university. So Deion Sanders, now coaching at Jackson State University, HBCU, called, out the NFL. And we have the audacity to hate on each other while our kids are being neglected and rejected. I witnessed a multitude of kids that we played against that were more than qualified to be drafted. My prayers are that this won't ever happen again. Get your knife on my back and fight with me, not against me.
All right. Yeah. All right.
You
It's 2021. Yeah, I get it.
gotta say Al.
Like
It's been like that. Yeah, I see him right there too. Hey Al, say Al.
I say Al. Yeah, boy.
Yeah. So how y'all feel?
I mean, I
yeah,
feel like it's been like that though.
You have to obviously think that a lot of those guys. No, go ahead, Corey. You got it. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I feel like it's been like that though. It ain't just like it's just 2021 and talent just surprisingly just got here in the HBCUs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying it's always been like that. And maybe now that he's coaching, he's just not recognizing that because I don't remember what college he went to, but I don't think it was I don't know. It might have been an HBCU. I don't remember.
He went to Florida State.
So he went to a big dog joint. So it's like, now we're speaking out against it. You don't have
wasn't his son supposed to go to like UCF or something like that?
Maybe that's what
South
it is.
Florida.
Yeah.
It might be something. It might be something where your boy ain't getting into a big dog school, but you know what I'm saying. But I get it though. I get it though. It's not like we didn't have talent at Bowie State. It's like we had some balls over that joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, that could have went to the league. But I definitely agree though. There should be more picks from the HBCUs, or maybe not. Well, yeah, more picks. But I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh yeah, they're better or nothing like that or whatever. But I get it though. It's the mainstream colleges the big divisions or whatever. And I want to say most HBCUs is probably like not in Division One. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them might not be in Division One, so maybe that's why they're not getting looked at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can't really argue. Can't really argue. Just got to get more people. Got to get more enrollment or whatever. That's how you get it. Get your divisions or whatever up. Just like high school football or basketball.
I mean, I think in the past, I mean, obviously, the players that play at the big schools, the Oklahomas, Alabamas, Floridas, whatever, those guys going to get way more attention and they're going to get more looks because they're looked at as playing against, the top tier competition. But the guys from the HBCUs, those are still top tier athletes who still play with a lot of these same guys that's playing at these big time schools. And a lot of the times, some of those guys just probably couldn't get into those schools, so they ended up going to HBCUs, but they still have the same, level of talent. I think the people from HBCUs have been getting drafted in the past. It ain't at the same level at which, like I said, these big Power 5 schools or whatever they call it. But you still gonna get a handful of guys every year that came out of HBCUs. But for it to be none this year, I guess that's surprising. I don't know if it's a COVID thing, but I think these scouts still look at HBCUs to look for talent. I just think maybe this year was just a year where they just didn't have nothing. Because I remember even when we was at Bowie State, we had a guy that had a chance to get drafted, and Bowie State is what, Division II, or was it Division III?
Mm-hmm.
Bowie State's Division III, and even people they was finding people like them. Scouts will look, they will find talent. You know what I'm saying? But I just maybe it's a COVID thing, but there's guys that's been in the league that went to Howard, you know what I'm saying? What's his name? Antoine Bethea, I think that played for the Colts. Yeah, he went to Howard. I can't think of a whole lot because I mean, obviously it's not going to be a whole lot, but they still do look at those guys.
I mean, just think of like some of the bigger names.
Cuz played safety that was at BSU, didn't he? Cuz played safety. I can't remember his name.
Shit, what's his name? T.O. went to Prairie Valley, yeah. Or Prairie View.
Or even Jerry Rice, Mississippi.
Jerry Rice too. Jerry Rice,
Mississippi Valley State. Yeah. Shannon Sharp, Walter Payton,
HBCU. Yep, Shannon Sharp. Yep.
Isaac Redmond went. He didn't get drafted, but he went with Steelers.
Michael Strahan.
Yeah, there was a dude that went to Hampton at Kendrick something. He used to a family member. I think he was married or had a baby. I don't know. Yeah, I think they are married to a distant family member and shit that played for the Colts. He went to Hampton.
Aeneas Williams.
I feel like most of the HBCUs they recruits. I think they get like sign on with free agency or whatever after the draft. You know
you really don't. They really don't get drafted. Yeah, you kind of right.
Yeah.
So they come in kind of like they did Shad Moss. They pick them up after the draft, and then they just
Doug Williams.
They get there, but they're not getting drafted though. But that does fuck up your money though. It does fuck up your money.
All the people you named, none of them got drafted. Jerry Rice and T.O. ain't get drafted.
T.O. definitely got drafted. Jerry Rice got drafted. Yeah.
Michael Strahan
got drafted. So who are the HBCU players y'all talking about that didn't get drafted?
Maybe like Tariq
that made it that walked with the team.
Who's on like Tariq Cohen and shit like that. Steve McNair definitely got drafted.
Shit, bro.
What was that quarterback name? From Steelers. Yep. BSU. What was the quarterback from West Virginia? Was it like Paul White or somebody? P. White.
That's not HBCU.
But I'm saying it's like but it's it's not a top tier.
Pat White.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Pat White. West Virginia.
West Virginia get guys out every year.
Yeah.
West Virginia.
No, that's like division. It's not Division I though.
Yes, it is.
One, is it? It's Division I.
West Virginia.
Since when?
Nigga, that's a huge.
They in the Big 12.
Nah.
Yes, it is, bro.
Let me make sure we talking about the same school.
All them niggas.
Let me make sure
they play against
the same school.
They play against like Baylor and Oklahoma State. And Texas.
So they've been moved. Their division moved then.
But they still been in like Big East.
Or they moved into a different division.
Yeah.
Now they got
so what y'all think?
Unless they change it again.
So what y'all think? Y'all think it was really based on COVID and how the historic black colleges were almost. Y'all give me y'all perspective because all of the historically black colleges that I know were shut down longer than these Division One schools. They didn't go back as soon as these Division One schools because they didn't have the approval and they didn't have the funding to get them back. So you think that might have been a part of scouts not seeing them, or is that just an excuse? You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of want to get into that a little more. Like, do you think it's going to change next year?
I mean, put it like this. What would be the reason for an NFL team who's trying to find the best talent to just completely ignore talent that's right in their face? Let's say it's at HBCU. Now, remember, at the end of the day, we can say it's because they black, I guess, but the majority of the players they draft are black any goddamn way. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see like, he might run he runs a 4.2, but he went to Howard, so fuck that. We're gonna get a guy who ran a 4.6 that with the Syracuse. I highly doubt they don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right.
I don't think like in recent years it's been a lot. It said just even in 2020 it was only one player drafted from HBCU.
Damn.
So and then I think the year before that it was Darius Leonard and somebody else.
Absolutely right.
So
that might go into play with the intellectual aspect they're thinking about. If you're maybe they're smart enough to get into these big schools or whatever,
They're the same guys though. How do you not I
don't think so, man. Because this niggas, trust me, there's niggas that's playing big time D1, bro, that can probably barely read, but Alabama still gonna take the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure.
All right, Alabama. All right.
That's true.
Alabama. If we going down there, well, all right, I guess. Because I can't even stop there because what I'm saying, all the big time dogs is in the South or in the Midwest.
NCA and A&T usually compete with the bigger dogs and that area ECU and Western Carolina and shit or Coastal Carolina. They be competing down there. So
I don't get it, man. I'm almost like they. But I feel like basketball might be ahead of football.
Yes, for sure. I was going to say that too, because the basketball is different. Because I think if you have basketball talent come out of high school, you can go anywhere and you can still get drafted. Football is kind of predicated on numbers. Of course, if you're a receiver playing in HBCU, you're not getting the ball, that much because there's not really a lot of quarterbacks coming out of HBCUs. So. As a receiver, you're not gonna get that many looks. So if they're not having a complete combine like they did last year, it wasn't a complete combine like they did. You're gonna slip through the cracks. So, but with basketball and especially with this young nigga Mikey Williams talking about potentially going to HBCUs or Jalen Green going into G League, if they make a conscious decision going forward to skip all that and go into, and especially if they bringing money to these HBCUs and making it look good, making it look cute and stuff like that, swoon them and bring them in. I don't know, or even use some of that money as recruiting money. I don't know. You can have the potential of making that step from at least from the NBA perspective. I think it's more possible from there than NFL.
Exactly, and that's what I was getting.
But so do you think they're blatant? You think they just straight up and I'm saying you just think they straight up oh, he went to HBCU. We're not going to draft on him next. You think they be doing that?
No, I think
that's the problem I'm trying to figure out. Do y'all think is this coincidental or do you think this is a deliberate? We're looking away from HBCUs.
No, because I don't think they get because people that don't get drafted, unrestricted free agents that get signed like that, make the team all the time. It's a matter of do you as a GM or a scout or whatever want to keep your job? And if you want to keep your job, you're gonna go with, people playing against top.
We're going with the Big Ten, SEC.
Yeah. But the thing is because the Big 12 didn't even know they had nobody drafted in the first round for the first time in forever.
I get it.
There was no player that was drafted from the Big 12 in the first round.
You want to pick somebody. You want to draft somebody that's they're playing on national television every weekend or
But that's
whatever
another
in
thing. Like
their local area or whatever, but not on the Maryland Public Television channel.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We want to see some
but Prime.
real shit.
Have you been like watching like ESPN on Saturdays? Like every Saturday, Jackson State's been playing on ESPN.
Yeah.
So like
on TV.
Yeah.
They be having
that's Prime like demanding that shit. So if maybe this is him like as a ploy trying to get more recruits to come there.
That's different.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. That's
what I'm
different.
thinking.
It's not it's not a random coach or whatever from Jackson State. We talking about somebody prime time. Literally, his name is. We call him prime time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's different. So I can see that happening with Jackson State or whatever.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Marcus.
I think so. But the thing is, like, all right, let's say, like, what's like a terrible college football organization, like who's usually bad? Like, I don't know, Buffalo or some shit, right? Right? Let's say Buffalo. Buffalo. You said who?
Dude's always bad.
Or the Cowboys.
No, I'm talking about college, though. College.
Oh, okay.
So look, right. So let's say like Buffalo University, right? Buffalo University probably still might get like maybe one or two niggas in the league. Maybe they might get one or two niggas in the league every couple years. But if Buffalo went down to Howard, they would dog them niggas. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like even some. It's not like every single one of these college football organizations is getting niggas in the league all the time. That's why when you watch the first round, it's always niggas from the same top, Alabama, USC, fucking UCLA. Like it's always guys from those schools, LSU. Yeah, it's always those guys. So I think it's just it's this top tier talent. I just think that's what it is. The majority, of course, you're gonna get some guys here and there that should have been playing D1 that go to HBCUs, but most of them guys are not D1 talent. You know what I'm saying? Most of them are not. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Shit, how many motherfuckers went in Alabama in the first round?
8.
They was talking about. They was like, is this an Alabama draft?
Mm-hmm.
Shit,
Alabama.
And the only one was Mac Jones. The only one that wasn't black was Mac Jones. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was black.
There you go.
Yeah.
They said that nigga is Cam Newton in reverse. He's a sloppy motherfucker.
Hey, man,
sloppy motherfucker. Cam Newton out there.
That walk is not gonna rally up the troops. That walk is not rallying up the troops. Like that does not. Yeah, that does not make you want to run through a wall, bro. Not at all.
But yeah, I think this may be
watch him end up being nice though.
He might be.
They say he's gonna be the next Tom Brady, so we got to see. That's what these niggas are saying. They blasphemy, but whatever. We'll see.
I think ultimately this is like a recruitment ploy for Deion.
I was gonna say props to Deion for that. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at it. Yeah,
Deion.
I'm not mad because at least as a player, you got a coach that's gonna fight for you. Because he's basically saying like he want guys when they come to Jackson State, they're gonna be like this. He trying to get us in the league. This ain't no like he ain't treating this shit like oh y'all just gonna come here. Like now I'm trying to get y'all niggas in the league. So that shit, statement like that would make you want to go play for him.
Right.
So think about
trying to get recruiters.
Think about the coaching aspect of it too. You know what I'm saying? He built rapport with his team, with his players and shit, and then nobody get drafted. So they looking at him like, damn, we believe in you. Boo, boo, boo. So I just want to say props to him for bringing recognition to it, and hopefully that shit will change. Just like the NBA, just like the basketball side of it, it looks like it's getting more notoriety and people are, it's going to be a lot more press at these HBCU games for basketball.
It's been a minute since HBCU, got drafted from the NBA.
Yeah.
I think we may start to see a shift, especially because like college basketball now as it is not a good product. So
so
that I don't even really watch it like that.
Hey, look that shit up though. Look that shit up. I know they ain't going to draft though, but did anybody like go free agency from like Jackson State or HBCU?
Oh yeah. Not Jackson State per se, but I think a corner was taken from A&T. But yeah, I'm just reading. Yeah, I'm reading something right now that just last year, a friend of Deion's son. He was a 3-star safety, and he's supposed to go to Florida Atlantic, and they got him to turn to come to Jackson State. So I think this is kind of pushed, Deion's recruiting. But and Deion said that nobody wants to be the first guy, to come to HBCU. But best believe, when they come, they're gonna start coming. So, but why not be the first?
Hearing about the Bowles son that went to Howard, because they ain't been talking about. Excuse me, they ain't been talking about him at all. I ain't been hearing like nothing. It's like he decided he declared he was going to Howard, and you ain't hear his name again.
Right. Or even when Cam Newton's little brother was playing quarterback at Howard, I think he transferred again. Then he transferred like Auburn.
I thought he went to VTech. Though.
I think he transferred to Auburn.
He did. I didn't know that. Oh, I thought he stayed there. I had no idea. But his brother is not like a. I didn't look at his brother as a potential NFL talent unless he ended up being one of those Russell Wilson type niggas. But he's not Cam. Like he ain't getting none of the size or nothing. He about like
Cam ain't Cam no more. Shit.
Yeah. Don't say that.
Yeah, he a little guy. Cam not Cam no more, dog. He not. I had him in my fantasy league though, but he all right.
So now he playing receiver at Auburn.
Shit.
Caitlin Newton.
That's what they do.
He 5'11".
Cam got him up in that joint.
Yeah, he 5'11". This might be his last year.
That was a legacy pool right there.
Yep. But yeah. Y'all want hey Corey, Simo.
Yo.
Did you see damn, you all the way across the room. Did you see Without Remorse?
Yes, I did.
Oh, you want to speak on it?
That joint was all right. It was such a
credit.
This is Flight
Room Reviews, by the way. Flight Room Reviews.
I ain't gonna lie. It was good. It was good. I ain't gonna say it was all right. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Shaq is itching. What was wrong, Shaq?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
What's wrong, Shaq?
Go ahead.
Hey, that shit was garbage, bro. I'm gonna just be honest.
Why was it garbage?
Straight fucking garbage, man. Yeah, it was so many holes in that goddamn story. Like Marcus, you ain't see it, right? I could talk about.
No, I ain't see it yet.
So I can't.
Go ahead. I ain't.
All right, so they
Flight Room Reviews,
bro. So they're gonna say, all right, they're gonna say the motherfucking Russians gonna break into his house, and then they're gonna call it a conspiracy theory just because he killed them in his motherfucking house. You know
I don't understand why he went to jail. Well, he went to jail because he killed the embassy.
Yeah, but think about that. You got 3 fucking Russians dressed in all tactical gear that come in, kill your fucking family, and then when you kill them, then you go to jail. That part don't make sense. That's how they base their whole.
Nah, but he went to jail because he killed the embassy dude.
That's not what they said when they interrogated him, though. They said, "Why'd you kill this guy? He was sitting in there in your room. Who was this?" You know what I'm saying? Like one person got away. Who was that? Like it was so many holes in the story, bro. Like the plot wasn't good. I don't think the acting was good. I think that shit was real.
It could have been better. They had the chick in that joint from Queen and Slim.
Who? The female, the lieutenant colonel, she was not a fucking lieutenant colonel.
Yeah, my wife was not feeling her acting skills at all.
Nobody lieutenant colonel in battle that's 6 feet tall and skinny like that.
Yeah, that was a joint from Queen and Slim. That was a joint from Queen and Slim.
Yeah,
I was like,
the shit was bad. I'm gonna give that shit a very low score. Yeah.
She got a nice fade though.
Huh?
She got a nice fade.
Nice fade. With no shape up.
But yeah, it was just.
She was the colonel in that joint.
Yeah, she was a lieutenant. She was supposed to be like in charge of everybody, and I interact with lieutenant colonels, man. That ain't one of them.
I didn't like the ending though. I will say I didn't like the ending when they was in in Russia or whatever fuck. I was waiting for my man to get picked off or whatever. I was like, this thing gonna make it up out of this joint?
Not
I mean,
Really?
of course he had to make it
he
up.
set the whole car on fire and it
Like-
didn't explode and the shit was
That
right
too.
next to the gas tank and then he walked in the joint and started interviewing the guy. This was so unrealistic.
Yeah, it was a little wild. It was a little wild.
But y'all niggas would watch. Y'all would watch Fast and the Furious. You know, and
Yeah.
the
It
absurdity.
was something
with
to
those.
watch.
Ugh.
It was
Yeah.
something to watch, man. It was something. At this point, it's COVID, dog. We in the house. It's something to watch. I can't go to the movie theaters. I don't trust going to the movie. It's something to watch. It's something to watch. It's all right. Yeah, it is a good.
Why
It
you
was a
just
good
cut
way
to
to
that
talk about. I
person's
like
face
that.
looking like that,
Hey, I honestly laughed like a couple times in
Why
like, serious moments like that. Like I was laughing.
Oh man, that's funny as hell.
Did y'all like his
That was
character? The CIA like that officer Ritter.
Nah.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get murked. I thought he was gonna murk his ass.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna get more. He was real creepy too, like for no reason. It was, I don't know, man. It's just
But that tell you like how
So
the
could throw you
CIA
off.
operate. What I really didn't like though, I didn't like how the CIA, like the director, which was a female, like when John Clark's whatever name you want to call him, when he was like giving them information, she was just like, oh my gosh, how does he know all this? Like, you the fucking director of the CIA. Like, how do you not know
Right.
that shit?
right. Yeah, I noticed that too. Yep.
But all right, so out of 10, what do y'all rank it?
So what
'Cause you know
did
we
y'all
gotta
like
rank
about it?
I don't know. I like some of
Okay,
like
what did y'all like about it?
I like some of the actual like you know the action of it.
I like the action. Yeah,
I like the sound of the guns and you know the different type of artillery they was using. I like, you know, it did kind of look authentic, you know, the tactical type stuff. It was not true because I was like, I kind of like read like the cliff notes of like the book. It was not true at all to the actual Tom Clancy jump. Like that jump is dark as shit. Like if you read some of that shit, because like the original his original family died and then he met Pam. And Pam was like a struggling, like she's like a prostitute, drug addict, and all that shit in Baltimore and shit. And then something happened to her. So like, yeah, it teetered away, and it teetered away from the book. And I don't know, bro. Like if I had
I give
to
it a
rate
C minus, man.
no, out of 10, out of 10, how would you rate it? A 5? I would have said 5 too.
I give it a 7. I give it a 7. Just because of the action. I enjoyed the action.
Yeah, the action was decent.
Just straight off from like the start of the movie. You know what I'm saying? My man pulled cuz in the water and all that shit. I'm like, all right. I think we got a good joint. The action was good. That's the only reason why it gets a 7. That's it. A 7.
Wow.
A 5. He said a 5.
You know what? You know
a
what?
strong 5.
You know what scene I thought that was pretty cool when he was in the jail and he knew the motherfuckers was coming. And
They're starting to speak Russian and
Whatever.
shit.
No.
Yeah.
The action.
And then wet in the
started
floor
off early.
That's the easiest way to fuck somebody up. If they don't got no stance and no, you know what I'm saying, everything's slippery. It's easy to, you know what I'm saying, kind of get your bearings and But that's the only part I was like, okay, that part.
I also don't fuck with this. Being that we are from the DC area, I don't like how they was on the 14th Street Bridge and all of a sudden was at Dulles Airport within like 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes.
I was like, y'all just skip Reagan. Y'all skip Reagan. Y'all was right there at Reagan. And y'all was at Dulles in like the next 5 minutes. That shit.
I was like, what the fuck? I just was there.
Who the fuck is riding a Dulles?
Like,
nobody wants to ride a Dulles in the first place, but it's
right.
like, god damn, y'all out there quick.
Especially like when I watch like movies in DC, I be like looking for like street signs and shit. Like,
I noticed. I've been there. Ain't nobody riding out that jump, boy.
Okay.
But yeah, if anything, it made me want to read the book.
Too long.
Yeah.
And it took too long for when he lit that he shot shit up or whatever the fuck on Dulles or whatever. It took too long for them, the police and them to pull up. Yeah, it took way too long. I was like, them niggas would have shut that joint down. They just shut that joint down. Everybody getting aired out. I don't care if you picking up your bag, your luggage, or nothing. Everybody getting aired out.
I'm military.
Right, nigga, you
that
black.
too. My wife was like, why he say he military?
Come on, bro.
Exactly. That nigga would have got shot. He don't care what the fuck he talking about, dog. Yeah,
they had the U.S. Marshals walk up in there and took him up out of there. I don't know about that.
It was a little embellishment. Little embellishment. What jail was he in where all these motherfucking Russians was at?
Here. Yeah.
Where the fuck was he at?
They wasn't at DC.
We got no fucking Russians out here.
I mean, we do though.
You want to tell them to obey, nigga. What you doing over here?
All right, so if I'm giving it a 5, Shaq giving it a 5, Simo, you giving it a 7, that equals to 17 divided by 3. That's like 5.66. So it's getting a 6. I think that's kind of fair.
Yeah. That's what I said. I give it a C-. They can get a D. No homo. They get a D.
All right, so yeah, if y'all go on our link tree, you can find all of our ratings on our IMDb. We're giving us a 6.
This the lowest one, right?
It's got to be. It's got to be the lowest one. Got to be.
Yeah, what was lower than that? I don't think nothing was lower than 6.
Yeah, that's our lowest one because we did.
We did some decent movies, man. We did some decent movies.
Yeah.
That's got to be the lowest one.
Yep, that's the lowest. Oh, nah, we did Coming to America was a 6 too.
It's comedy though.
Yeah. But Shaq said, but if you go on IMDb right now and look at other ratings, they hate this junk. They hate it.
Really? Well, like what?
They hate this.
They give it like they probably give it 4s and 3s.
Overall, it's a 5.8. But if you just like do like a couple scrolls, you see 2s and 1s. It's just because people are so attached to like the book.
Oh, okay.
So they you know how people get when it comes to that.
Yeah. But if that's the case, then they would rank them Harry Potter movies at a 4 or you know what I'm saying?
It's on 2.10, 2.10.
That last Mortal Kombat thing was kind of good.
Yeah, had nothing to do with the
I like
Mortal
that.
Kombat lost 2 points just because of that new. I ain't like that new character though.
I like that joint. That joint they kept that joint true to the video game, dog. True to, especially with the fatalities. I was liking that joint.
What they got that rank as Remy?
Mortal Kombat. Y'all want to rank that too? While we here?
Rank it.
All right,
rank it.
Let's do it.
Rank it. Rank it.
I give it a 6. Mortal Kombat, I give it a 6.
Damn. Damn.
Man, I think I'm getting spoiled by the Marvel joint because I don't know. It just felt, it didn't feel like as in
6.2.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It didn't feel as realistic as the Marvel joints. I like how the Marvel joints just, you know what I'm saying. They seem like they can really happen. That shit just like, you know, it was, I don't know, just I don't know. The thing about dialogue that wasn't all that great. Like,
yeah, I give it a 6 too.
I get it. I get it, man. But it's Mortal Kombat, man. It's a video game. It don't have the longevity of the comics and all that other shit or whatever. But I give it an 8, man.
Compare it to the last. Right.
I give it an 8.
You give Mortal Kombat an 8, bro?
The new Mortal Kombat joint, I give it an 8. Just off the yes, an 8.
What other movie you would give an 8? What classic movie would give an 8? 8 is classic
movie.
That's high, bro.
So hold on. So what classic movie? So we're
I gotta talk you off the ledge real quick. Hold on.
Hold up. We're saying that the original
classic,
Mortal Kombat were at 8 or a 9.
No,
or
I'm just
10
saying. Period. An 8 is worthy of a classic movie. 7s is borderline classic for real.
Mm-hmm. Well,
how you giving that an 8?
so look, all right. So look. So I'm a Mortal Kombat fan, as I'm sure all of you are.
You should rank it low.
But
This movie in particular.
That's what I'm saying. This movie in particular has been the best with fucking fatalities, and that was if you are a Mortal Kombat fan, as far
I
as
don't care
playing the
about being
video
a
game
fan,
or whatever.
bro.
I'm telling you,
as a movie critic,
Yes.
how are we gonna be taken serious? You giving this shit an 8?
I gotta give it an 8. I got to.
Gosh.
I gotta give it an 8 just
Man,
over the
if that's how you
fatalities.
feel,
They
man.
was stupid. It was stupid. My man out? Oh, come on, dog. My man Kung.
Right.
They finally brought my man Kung Lao at this joint with the hat, fucking niggas up. Real talk. He was really fucking niggas up with the hat and shit. They fuck what? They had my. Come on, man. Come on, dog. Come
He
on,
said
dog.
the violence was it.
They brought.
He said that
They brought
was
Jax
it. The
out.
violence did it for
Yes,
him.
the violence was it, dog. The violence was it, dog. That's
what did it.
that's what you bought Mortal Kombat for, dog. That's what you bought it for.
I know.
You bought it
I
for the
know
violence. They had Jax come out there and smash this motherfucker's head. Come on, dog.
That nigga had baby arms for half the movie though.
Right.
Exactly. And then they got it right though. They got it right. They got it right.
Why did
they got it right?
Why did play Jax like that? Why did he play Jax
little
like
bitch
that?
ass.
They
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
That nigga had like metal chicken wings. He had metal chicken wings.
He did though. He did though. They got that shit right though.
All right, so Corey, I can't believe this. You give us an 8. Lighthouse, we get this movie. Mortal Kombat.
6.
A 6.
Yeah,
P-Shack.
Like I could watch it again, but
you give it a 6.
You know, I wasn't old person.
I was gonna give it a 5, but now that Corey, you said it as an 8. I gotta give it a.
And you know it's another one coming.
I gotta give it a 4 to weigh that
Oh
shit down.
my damn!
Yeah, give that shit a 4.
All right, let me change mine to a 9 then.
No, you can't do that.
Damn.
Have you ever like went on IMDb and look at like some of the 9 movies?
Yeah, I be looking at them joints. I be looking at all these disgruntled motherfuckers. I be listening to them. I see them.
So 24 divided by 4.
Nah, I'm a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan, man. I had to give it at least an 8, dog. At least an 8.
So is it 6, right?
Yeah.
At least an 8.
Yeah, we gave it a 6.
At least an 8. Would y'all tell me what's the best Mortal Kombat movie y'all saw though?
It don't matter. It don't matter if it's a better of the 2 Mortal Kombat movies. I'm just talking about the quality of the movie itself. This movie couldn't be, on par with a Marvel because it didn't have the studio backing.
Of course not.
Right.
Of course not.
It wasn't the same quality. Actually, that Scorpion's Revenge joint, that animated joint was
that joint was alright. I watched that too.
Exactly.
I watched that too.
That joint was
but my thing is, it's Mortal Kombat. There's really no story there. That's what I'm saying. There's
endless stories to talk about.
Whatever. These niggas. Man, they just come up with bullshit every video game. They come up with bullshit every video game. Say that again.
No, I'm saying Mortal Kombat got like 50 characters, so it's like a whole universe, a whole storyline, how everybody's connected and shit. So,
exactly.
They can make a whole, they can make an in-depth story with that shit if they wanted to. But I mean, it was a 6. I'll put on par with we gave Coming to America a 6. I think it's kind of like a similar type movie.
That was
like
generous.
Tell it wasn't supposed to be a deep. You said what?
And that's generous. 6 is generous.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not.
You
can tell it wasn't the intention. They wasn't trying to make this like the greatest movie of all time, but it was good enough. You watch it a couple times. I watched Coming to America again. I probably watched this Mortal Kombat again, but I wouldn't put it nowhere near classic. Or I wouldn't say it was a great movie, but it was good enough to watch. You know what I'm saying? Again,
they was trying to get your ear. They're trying to get your ear for the next one that's coming up, man. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Well, I'll go check the next one out.
Mortal
Next one might be a
Kombat?
lot better though.
Yeah, I'm saying, what's a Mortal Kombat without Scorpion? You know what I'm saying? Scorpion finally came in at the end of the shit or whatever. What's a Mortal Kombat without Scorpion? You know what I'm saying? Liu Kang ain't even in that bitch really doing shit. But, you know what I'm saying? He did one little thing, whatever.
I know, but they should have made Liu Kang like more like aggressive or something. I don't know. That was another aspect of the thing because we used to seeing Liu Kang as the
lead.
lead of the joint or whatever, but we had somebody totally different or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't even know the nigga name. That's how you know this shit.
Yeah,
trash.
that's what I said. Everybody was fucking like, who the fuck is this nigga, dog? Who the fuck is this nigga? I was like, is this
That's
the
why
new
they should
Mortal
have made Luke
Kombat?
Kang. They should have made Luke Kang.
Yeah,
They
I
should have
get
made
it though.
Luke
I
Kang.
get it though. I get it. It was.
But you know the reason why though? It's probably because you know the exact reason why. It's because Luke Kang is like Asian or whatever. Like he's like the dude Cole is an American. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they probably didn't want to give a lead to a dude that's like completely of a different culture. You know
Asian American.
Like even though the dude Cole, even though he was he's an Asian American, so they probably rather him be the lead than the dude who's just straight up. I don't even know where Luke Kang. What's Luke Kang? Is that Chinese or something? So. You know what I'm saying? They probably like, nah, we don't want that guy to be the lead.
It's probably, he's
remember back
Chinese
in the day, those like little martial arts, like
shit.
when the original Mortal Kombat came out, those like martial arts little Asian joints was kind of more in. You know what I'm saying? But like now I feel like it's more like, you know, American like lead type. That's more important. Yeah.
And look, and they had everybody had the correct as he was saying, the correct nationality representing the actual person or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no white man came out here as Raiden, like in their original joint.
The original one,
it's like everybody's out this joint how they were supposed to be. This I thought it was. I thought y'all could have gave it a little higher score, but all right, I take the 6. I take the 6. I take the 6 until the next one come out, and then. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all gonna be like, all right, we need to raise this joint up. You know what I'm saying? They was just setting niggas up for the next joint.
You know,
y'all niggas ready.
They said Tom Cruise gonna play Johnny Cage in the next joint.
Oh shit! Right. I like that. I like that actually. I like that.
I made that up.
I like that.
Yeah, he made that shit up like shit.
Oh, fuck you.
That is not gonna happen.
I like that.
That would be dope. Though.
But that is who Johnny. That's who Johnny Cage is based off though. He is based off Tom Cruise though. Oh no, actually I take that back. John Claude Van Damme. That's who he based off.
John Claude Van Damme. Hey, to backtrack though, you know, Without Remorse, they've been trying to make this shit for like 20 years because of like, you know, the I think that should have been way better if it came out in the 90s because the book was released in 93, but they said they was trying to pitch it initially back in like in the early 90s with Keanu Reeves and what you mean? I think that would have been tough.
Nah, I don't think my Keanu Reeves.
Like on some Point Break shit.
Point Break was tough. Yeah,
or even later, in like the early 2000s, they were trying to do it with Tom Hardy. Say that wouldn't have been tough.
Yeah. I would have fucked with Tom Hardy though. Tom Hardy's my guy. I can't point out one bad Tom Hardy movie. I can't point out one.
Me either.
Not one. Not one.
Me either.
He might go down.
I do. It's one bad movie. The joint he did about Al Capone. That shit was terrible.
Yeah, I haven't watched the full joint. I watched a little bit. I didn't watch the full thing. All right, I'll watch it. It was terrible. I gotta check it out now.
But yeah, y'all. We ain't gonna miss. You're not gonna get a bad episode. We got at least a couple good. That's what we do the recaps. If you go on our Instagram, watch our recaps. It's like all of our best moments mashed together. You get the pulp of it. Catch us on Twitter. Eventually, catch us on Facebook. Hit our link tree in the description. Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, all that shit. Instagram. We're interactive. We invite you to come on the show if you want to talk shit. If you want to disagree with Corey and let him know Mortal Kombat is
come on out here.
Trash ass movie. Let us know. Any other movies y'all want us to review? I watched a lot of Oscar nominated movies this past weekend. I watched Father. I watched Nomadland. Yeah, I watched Nomadland. I watched
How was Nomadland? I've been wanting to watch that.
I can see why I won best cinematography, but as far as best picture, I don't know. I would have gave that to Sound of Metal. But yeah, I watched all that shit. I watched a lot of shit over this past weekend because when Oscars come out, I want to see what's the theme of the shit. Yeah, the theme of this show right here is building, elevating all that shit, information, just kicking it, getting it, the real deal. But yeah, it's the Flight Room Podcast. Hit that link tree in the description, and Corey gonna let y'all know something.
I holla.
All right.